Look at, I'm getting to her. I get it. It came from Ross. But now that I can sell. Where do I start? Oh my gosh, this is big. This is a big Goodwill. Let's just start here. Ooh, aw. Hello, little elephant. You're sure cute. He's made of silk. I don't know why. I just really like him. He's four. Oh, come on, Goodwill. 4 or something. Ah. Well, that was not a very good start. I'm going to kind of go in and out with the real sound and voiceover because the music is quite loud, but I think I can talk enough over it in spots to keep a lot of it in there because I know how you like the clanky clanky of the dishes. There's your brother dog. I'm trying to be much pickier about what I'm taking. This actually quite interesting. I couldn't find any comps on it. Almost kind of wishing I'd have gotten it so that I could dig a little more into it because it was glass and it was cranberry glass, which is kind of a hot thing. So much stuff. Little monkey plate was cute. I actually don't remember seeing it at the time. What's Glass Ocean Life Wall Decor? Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to take these out and look at them. Kind of cool. I kind of like them. I did end up leaving those behind. They were quite modern and just like I said, being more careful what I buy. Those were some hand-painted dragonfly glasses that were pretty nice, but the colors seemed just a little faded to me, which is why I was not more excited about them. So many glasses on the shelves. Spotted these. Actually, these are probably an okay buy for someone. You can see, you can sell, you know, well, it's 16 of them would sell for 60 bucks, but still not too bad. There was $70 of shipping added in there too, you might have noticed. This is a Peanuts Linus mug. Sadly, he just doesn't bring too much money. This one was just interesting. They had their shelves arranged just a little differently than my local Goodwills. Remember, this is still in Arizona and I live in Las Vegas. I did spot this cake server. Not really my niche. I was trying to read what this said here, but I know that some cake servers can sell for really good money, as you see there. But this just said silver plate. I didn't have any more information about it, so I did decide to leave that one behind. I was feeling if there was any sharpness to that glass, and then of course I spotted a tortoise in a, yeah, you know he came home with me. You know he did. My tortoise collection is growing. I'm going to have to start making some decisions. I think this was Mikasa. It had that Mikasa look to it. Just scanning the shelves, seeing what I can find. This was interesting. It did look more like a hobbyist piece than a professional artist piece. This thing was kind of cool, but it was also really big and heavy, so that deterred me. I like the colors on this, but you can see a really modern mark under there. Stay. And I'm sure I'm leaving stuff behind. You guys can tell me. Tell me what I left behind that you would have grabbed. This was another piece of restaurant wear, but you can see it's got some stress cracks in there. I can't quite make out the mark on that, but it was that real kind of thick, heavier than like normal houseware type stuff. That's quite interesting. I have found out that this is a yarn bowl. Pottery. That's different. So I did grab that. And then I spot these. Nice little rooster trivets. They just don't bring enough money to make them worthwhile for me to pick up. But they do sell. Look at this platter. And there was this big platter. Very nice. It's probably Japanese. That mark. But I don't recognize that mark at all. And it's a platter, so I put that back on the shelf. $7.49. No. So this Goodwill had some pretty hefty prices on stuff. This owl teapot is a pure one. And I kind of just got deterred from digging too much further. This is a really cute little teapot in the shape of an airplane. Kind of different. And it would have brought 20 bucks, so I probably should have picked that up. But I was a little discouraged by the pricing, and this was the last store that I had gone to, and I had a lot of stuff already. So sometimes that does influence my decision making as well, because I know that I have to get everything home in one piece. I have to get it processed, and then I gotta get it listed, which I'm a little behind on right now. I'm getting caught up though. This week should be a really good week for catching up. That is a single false graph shaker right there. They had a lot of china in this Goodwill, a lot of it. So I was going ahead and looking at some of these patterns, you know, just to figure out what stuff was going for. So here's a good example, 294 listings, but only 3 solds. That means that it'll sell, but it's going to take a long time. So I wanted you to see that. You have to look at that sometimes and decide how long you want to hold on to something. It was a nice frosted glass set, but I don't think it was very old. This is another really pretty set of dishes. It's an eggshell nautilus. Now, Homer Laughlin makes a pattern that is an eggshell nautilus, but I don't believe this is Homer Laughlin. I'm not exactly sure who done it, so if you know, I was actually going to pick up that serving bowl until I spotted the chip. So, and this is Franciscan Desert Rose, and that is one of the newer Franciscan marks.
Yeah.
Oh, is it broken? Or is it meant to be? Oh, that is. I want to make sure that lid's on there.
Yeah. Can you turn it over?
Here, I got it. I just got to hold it in the right place. Oh, it's like just art pottery. This. Why does it have to be $14? Because I like it, but
Oh, look at.
I don't think I like it $14 worth. Yeah,
That
it's the
goes with
same.
it.
It goes. Yeah, but what is that? Oh. And no discount. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
pass. $10? I might have
Yeah.
grabbed it at $10. The red on this really caught my eye, but it's very new. Tuscany collection. Probably like a Target brand. So that was a pass. I did like that art pottery, but yeah, not at $14. These were cute. It's a bummer that one of the cups is missing. Made by Sketchpad, London Sketchpad. And yeah, I would have picked those up had that one cup not been missing. And more cute little stuff on this shelf. I just looked at that because it had a bird. Just, I mean, cute little things, but I am looking for things to sell for over $20, $25 is kind of where I'm at. This is Fenton Hobnail. The green is definitely not one of the more desirable colors. I set that aside. I was after this cat. Do I like him? I think I like him.
He's cool.
Yeah, I'll take him for $4.
He's a piggy bank.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, bonus. Thought he was just a figurine. This is a Tonala piece. I'll grab that. I sure wish they didn't have to crank up that music so loud. That, in combination with wearing a mask, makes it really hard to record audio. I'm just saying. I'm going to work on that, though. I have a plan. Okay, that could have some age on it. $6.49. Their prices are ridiculous. Look at those.
Oh, they're pretty.
$12.40. No thanks. You know what, I heard too that a lot of this stuff ends up in the dumpster because it doesn't sell.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh.
But $8.50. $8.50. I'm not buying that for $8.50.
Oh, that's cute.
Look at, I'm getting to her. I get it. It came from Ross. But now that I can sell.
Yeah.
I will take the mannequin head down to my booth as not to have to ship that young lady. But she is cool. It is a very pink owl. Feel kind of bad for how they just jumble all the dolls. And then I spot this very colorful Talavera plate, and I get a little excited till I see the price. No. $8.49. No. But thank you. Ugh. So I just want to share why I cannot purchase that plate for $8.50 for my business. I found one similar that sold for $10. Now granted, I could probably get $20 for it. But you have to figure I'm going to have the cost of goods, $8.50, fees after it sells, another probably $3 or $4, and the time spent packing and shipping, not to mention all the packing supplies. So when you add all that up, that is not enough of a margin for me to be able to make a living. I count on having those really nice, strong margins, because if you are doing this to either make a living or supplement your income, you really need to pay attention to the numbers and make sure you're making money and not just turning around and spending all your money buying more stuff, which does happen. I see it all the time. And so that's why I'm about better stuff and bigger margins. Yep. That is what we have to do if we want to make a business out of this. Now I spot these 2 oil lamps. They are matching, which I like. They're just pressed glass. They're not very old. They are reproductions, so they're not like the old, early 1900s. And one of the ways you can identify old oil lamps is by that little dial that controls the wick, and there will be a name on there, usually that you can look up and do a little research. This was a nice piece of glass, and it actually is a hand-blown piece of glass, but it did have a UPC, and the UPC and the weight of it kind of scared me off of it. I totally missed that. I'm like that cloisonne vase right there. Totally missed it. Okay, this thing was like, it felt like wax, but it was over glass, so I think it was just really heavy paint. If you know anything about this, I would love to know down in the comments, because I just acquired another piece just like it. So now I'm wishing I'd have bought that. The label fell off. I had to get it stuck back on there. But yeah, I definitely could have used that. And then I spot this piece of cloisonne, but this one is heavily damaged, as you can see there. And so I put it back, and I didn't even see that other one. Now I'm kind of kicking myself, because large cloisonne vases can sell for really good money. So it is something you want to be looking for and picking up if you spot them. Now this had a very 1950s feel to it with that silver band. And I did find one listed as a Dorothy Thorpe. I'm not so sure it's Dorothy Thorpe. It's in the style of Dorothy Thorpe. But I always like to have at least 2 sources to verify something before I will call it that. He was just a cute little owl. They had some really nice artificial flowers, and they had them all in pots and stuff.
Oh, I need this. I have something I can use this for. It's not monstrously expensive.
What I am going to use that lavender ring for is I am going to put it around an antique punch bowl that I have. And the punch bowl has an underplate, so it goes on the underplate, and then the punch bowl goes, and it just looks really beautiful as just a piece of decor. Because it's really hard to find a use for a punch bowl if you're not throwing a party or a wedding or something. And I just think the old punch bowls are absolutely fantastic, and I hate to admit it, but I have 4 of them. I do have one down at the booth, but the other ones are like kind of packed away in my garage, which is just kind of a travesty. Okay, I'm kind of digging through the wood stuff here, looking, not finding anything. The houses were cute, but they were modern. Oh, that's cute. These were like for some clothing, baby clothing store, the size. Those actually, $1.49. I was thinking those actually probably would be worth something. Wish there was more.
Gotta dig for the goodies.
Okay, music came back on again. I swear I'm gonna get it figured out to where I can just talk to you as I am making these videos. Not that I won't add little things, you know, betwixt and between. I will always do that. But yeah, when I find this stuff, I like to tell you right there. Now, I know that these crosses are very expensive at Hobby Lobby. Even when they're on sale, they're expensive. So I do always pick them up, and I actually keep several of them. I have a wall in my bedroom that I call my inspiration wall, where I have several crosses and sayings, and yeah, it's back in one of my videos. I did take a video in front of it. I can't even think which video that was about. It was an eBay topic. So it's one of those. It's in my bedroom with my inspiration wall if you want to see it.
Huh. It's kind of funny. Where is he by? Oh, this is some driftwood.
He was cute. Kind of the thing I'm looking for, you know, to be different in the Christmas stuff. Because like I've said, there's going to be so much Christmas stuff on the market. If that had been a larger piece, I probably would have picked it up because it was interesting and it was kind of a artisan thing. But the size of that is what made me kind of put it back. I'm not opposed to buying Christmas. Just has to be super special. Just like lamps. I never pick up those big bulky lamps. Never, never, never. I am looking for the mid-century lamps. I'm looking for lamps. They can be modern if they are a lamp that's going to sell for some good money. And then I'm looking at the art. I love that they had the art spread out, much like my savers do here in Vegas, where you can see it. And not just see it, but how do I even describe where, you know, the art will pull you. The art will give you a reaction like this watercolor did for me. Now, this is no famous artist or anything, but it's really well done. And even though it's $12.49, this piece of art really struck a chord with me, and I did end up getting it. Even though I don't put it in the cart right there, I kept thinking about it as I went down the line. And to me, that's a sign that says, go back, buy me, buy me. Unlike the IKEA pancake poster. But I also went back for that because the logo for the Niche Foundation nonprofit does have a tree in it. And this piece has some age. I'm trying to get rid of the glare so I can show you. I was very close to picking this up, but I didn't personally like it enough to have it hanging around for a while. It's a genuinely vintage piece. I believe that says 1983. Might have been 63, but I think it was 83. But I left that for somebody else. Somebody else who maybe has railroad stuff as a niche. That would be a good one for them. And that wraps up my day in Arizona, hitting 5 different thrift stores. I'll be putting out lots more content like this, so please come back and, well, actually just hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified when I upload the next video. So with that, go be profitable and make it fun. And we will see you on the next one. Bye!